Well, hello. Welcome to yet another episode of Perfectly Twisted. I'm Nicole.
Good to see you. Someone I know had a birthday yesterday.
I did. And it was a very peaceful birthday. I didn't let anything bother me yesterday. I had a very zen day.
That's awesome.
I woke up, my little one had got me flowers and made me a painting. And then wrote this just a beautiful note on the back of it. Just so sweet, made me cry. And so my day started off fantastic. And then I just went to the spa. I went to, like in Koreatown.
Okay.
And go to Korean spas. And it's funny because you get there and the one I went to, the locker room, obviously, and the steam room and the jacuzzis are for women only and where you get your treatment. But then there's a room where it's like co-ed and they have all of these rooms. Like there's a jade room, a clay room that's like all the clay balls and hot balls. Everybody wants hot balls for their birthday. But it's all these little clay hot balls and you lay in them. They've got a salt room, which is the same. It's all this big chunks of salt and you lay in it. Anyways, there's all these different rooms, but that's co-ed. And then they've got a little kitchen where you can, so I had like my kimchi and I got green juice and I spent hours there. And then I got a treatment. Now it's interesting because I wonder how women and men feel about this because I've never had an issue like walking around naked in the spas. Like I don't really care. And I had taken my daughter and she was the young one and she was like too young. She's not comfortable. She was like, I don't like this naked stuff. Let's go to the co-ed part where you wear like a shirt, and shorts they give you. She wasn't comfortable. But there's grown women in there and I was kind of carrying a towel around because my scars are, I have scars.
Yeah.
And I still need a little bit more reconstruction on one boob. So I call it my Barbie boob because they had to take everything where the cancer was. And it was so large in my breast that they just had to take everything, including the nipple on the one side. So I still have to get a nipple on my left side, but it looks great. It's like I have two great little perky boobs, but just one of them is like a Barbie boob. And then there's the scarring. And I had this feeling of like, I didn't want to make other people uncomfortable. And I've never had that feeling before in my life. And then by the end, I was like, F it, like, whatever. You can stare and whatever. It is what it is. Like,
anyone say anything?
No.
Okay.
I think my lady may have said something in Korean to the other lady who was doing my treatment. I'm not sure. And I whatever. I don't really care. They look great. So I don't want, the thing is like, I'm very blessed at the way it looks. Yeah. So I should be very proud. But I know that people, get a little bit like, oh, she's missing a nipple and has scars. But so I don't know. I wonder how people feel because without that, even just in your regular body, when you haven't had any surgery or anything like that, some people are very comfortable and some people are not. How are you? Like, do you ever go to like a space like that where it's a bunch of nakedness?
Oh my God. All right. So I have a quota of how many naked men I want to see in a day, and it's 0. I am not comfortable with naked men. And as a sports broadcaster, I'm in locker rooms all the time. Every sport I've seen, you're the most famous people in the world naked. That thing doesn't bother me because look, those guys just played. They're sweaty. They take a shower. They get dressed. Some will do the interview completely naked. I prefer they don't, but I don't care. I got a job to do. It's the guys at the local gym that I can't stand. I mean, I really hate it. It's because if I'm in the gym and sometimes I have to go to the restroom and you have to walk by and it's these old guys and women have better bodies than men. The worst looking women have better bodies than men. And I don't get why these men have to shave naked, Nicole. I don't get it. I don't get where their balls touching the sink. All that stuff just disgusts the hell out of me. And when I try and wash my hands, I make sure my legs don't touch the sink, and I'm just reaching out. And thank goodness I'm tall, and I just want to die. It's awful. It's the absolute worst. Not that it smells bad, but it doesn't smell great either. It just everything's just gross. Guys are gross. I don't know how women deal with any of them. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. And I remember as a kid, first time I went into a locker room, I think I was shocked. When you said your daughter doesn't feel comfortable, I was just like, wait a second, that's what will happen to my body down the line, and like, I think I was scarred. I could tell you exactly where I was when first time I was in a men's gym. I was in Canton, Ohio, I think at a Jewish community center in the winter. And my friend's dad took us down there to play racquetball. And I think I might've been like 8 years old. And it scarred me. I'm still talking about it right now. I have PTSD about going into these gyms, but no, I do not feel comfortable with men being nude around me. And it's not a homophobic thing. Just guys have gross bodies.
To you, I mean,
well, to me,
I would love to be in that athlete's locker room with all the naked bodies showering and sweaty. I mean, that would be fun for me.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, in a professional locker room, those guys are in the greatest shape in the world.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
I'm talking about the guys who are, not in the greatest shape in the world. The guys, no offense to an accountant out there, but you know what I mean? The guys who kind of half-ass the workouts and just say they're going to work out, but they don't do anything but sweat and hang out with the guys. They aren't doing anything.
It's funny because I wondered, there's this stairway and you pass. So the women's locker room is down in the basement. And as you leave, there's there's a big sign. It says there's cameras, no men past this point. Da, 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 da. And then the next floor is the men's locker room. No sign, no warning. Nobody cares. They're not afraid of women going in there at all. And then the third floor is the co-ed room. And I kept laughing when I was going through the stairs that, it's like you have to tell the men to stay out of the women's locker room, but the men. And I wondered, I was like, did they all walk around naked in there too? Or did they wear their shorts? Because the spa provides like robes, shorts, t-shirts, towels. There's all this assortment, blankets. There's all this assortment of things you can use or wear. And I wondered, I was like, I wonder if all those guys are in there naked.
No, they are.
They are.
Yeah. I don't, again, I don't know. I was about to say, I think it's an age thing, but I don't think it is even an age thing. I remember my uncle telling me this story that when in the 50s, he's passed away, but he said in the 50s, they made you take swimming classes in school. You learned how to swim in school.
Oh, okay.
And it was, all boys, they separated the girls and the boys, they made them swim naked.
What?
He said,
where is this?
This was in Detroit, he told me. And he said,
this sounds creepy. This sounds like a lawsuit.
Yeah. Well, this is why things changed, I'm sure, because something has to go wrong. It's like, the seatbelt thing back in the day, we didn't wear seatbelts. Well, how many kids went through that windshield before there's a seatbelt law? I mean, so yeah, it was the kids would swim naked. He said you weren't allowed to wear a bathing suit.
Wait, I don't think this is right. I think that there's a class action lawsuit that needs to be looked at.
All those guys are dead by now. Yeah, but yes, I remember him telling me
that is the creepiest, pervious, most disgusting thing I've ever heard. That was wrong. That's not normal.
Yeah.
That is frightening. What a terrible story, Dave.
That is frightening. Yes. So that was it. But no, it's so my question to you was, it was funny as you told me spa. First thing went in my mind, when you get a massage, does it matter to you if it's a female or male?
I prefer a female for sure. And especially I got a scrub. They do this Korean scrub where they put this mitt on, and I mean layers of your skin come off. It's so disgusting when you get up. So you're naked in there, and not only are you naked, you're on this waterproof. So it's like shiny plasticky, vinyl table. And you're slipping around she has to help. You can slide right off of there. And then when the oil gets involved, it's like you're on a slip and slide. So definitely not a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely with like a woman, and they scrub, they put you in all different positions and scrub like everything. So it's definitely female for me. And regular just massage, I mean, I don't really care. But yeah, I guess just I would prefer a woman. It's just like it takes a layer of just comfort. There's another layer of like being able to relax, I think,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
yeah, me too. I mean, same thing. I don't know. Yeah, like it's always interesting to me. I'm not a big massage person. I've had only 2 of them in my life, and both times I felt sick afterwards. And people said, "Oh, that's because you had all these toxins in your
Yeah,
body." And I'm
it
sure
is.
that's correct, but I felt like I just came from Magic Mountain. Like I almost wanted to throw up in the parking lot.
Wow, yeah, that you
Yeah,
should do them more then and till that goes
to get it
away.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not a great feeling, but as they're doing it, I feel great. It's just when I'm done, I'm like, oh, I feel terrible.
that's why they make you drink water,
Yeah,
afterwards. It's interesting because I don't know, because there's when you walk by those massage chairs and you sit
yeah,
in them, like, men do that. That's mostly men working those, and I love those. So it kinda depends on the massage too.
yeah.
Like, if
I
I'm in
want
the
one of
middle of
those.
the mall and I'm sitting in a chair with all my clothes on, yeah, dude, go at it because you're so strong. But if I'm, like, naked in a private room, yeah, I prefer female.
Are you okay? So here's the other question: is like yesterday was your birthday as we started the show saying. I noticed on my Instagram feed there are so many Instagram pages wishing you happy birthday. Did you see those as well?
I saw a few. I have to be honest, I did not it was part of my day. I didn't really look
Yeah,
at my phone very much, or, I definitely didn't go online. I went on briefly. So I'll go on today and look at them more.
yeah.
I did see a couple, and I, like, reposted a few. So much birthday love. It's so nice. Yeah, it's just really nice, and a lot of, Google alerts too of different, places
Yeah.
that report that, it's my birthday, and yeah, it's like, yeah, it's really sweet.
Well, 2 things. One is 2 parts on that one. One was okay, as you said, you're going to the spa and you're in Koreatown, and I don't know what how many people recognize you, don't recognize you, but at the same time, does it concern you going, all right, I'm enjoying my day, but as you said, you have no problem taking your clothes off. Are you concerned at all? Number one, they're talking about you, or someone's taking a picture or something. You know what I mean? Are you concerned about anything about your privacy and you trying to enjoy the day being ruined by someone who has different intentions?
Well, when you're in the locker room area, you're not allowed to have your phone out.
Good,
You're not allowed to have the phone, and they cut Wi-Fi service to it, so you can't use your phone at all down there.
good.
Although I know you don't need that for your camera, but you're not supposed to have them out. So, like, you're not seeing anybody walking
Yeah,
around with their phone. That would be
good.
weird. They would stand out. And, no, I have to just let that go. I have to just be me and be in the moment and just enjoy myself. And, and I'm such a loner. Like, I really enjoy being alone. It's just, I'm one of those people. I am not uncomfortable doing anything by myself. I'm one of those people. I and then I was in the jade room, and I'm laying there and sweating and, just breathing deeply and enjoying it. And this young guy walks in. He's like, "Hi." I'm like, "Hi." People don't say hi when you walk into the room. And he sits there and he goes, "Do you know why jade is good for us? Like, why are we in here?" And I was like, and it made me realize, I was like, I don't know exactly why. I have read about it before, just like the salt room and the clay room and all of that. I've read about it, and it all becomes a little blurry of like why things are good for you, because I do so much reading on all of it that
Uh-huh.
I can't remember. I just know what is good for me and what I need to put in my body, and like I just have this like list of like these are the things we're gonna do, and I'm gonna start writing it down. Like, I do this because, and I'm gonna make a list of it. And I couldn't tell him. I'm like, but it's just good for you. Just know that you should be in here. And he just wanted to chat. And he goes, and he starts talking about how he can't relax and he can't meditate. I was like, well, you have to stop talking. Number one, you have to stop talking and you have to really work at it. And he's like, yeah, but I have a really hard time. He's like, guided meditation works for me, but I have a really hard time if there's like nothing. And I said, yeah, a lot of us do. You have to just realize that your mind is racing again and say, okay, my mind is racing. Stop doing that. And you have to really work at it. And he's like, yeah, I'm having a hard time. And then luckily some other people came in and then he got quiet and everybody was quiet again. But I figured, I didn't mind him talking to me about that. And I hope maybe I helped him a little bit. But, that's the thing. People have a really hard time, like just not thinking, just shutting off and like relaxing. And it's so important.
They do. Do you mind me asking around how old was this guy?
In his 20s, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like late 20s, I would say.
Okay. That's
good for him for trying and like being there and, being present and, asking the questions and, trying. So, I commend him for that. But it's hard sometimes. I find myself like lately, I have not been doing that and taking the time. So I was like, okay, my birthday is going to be the day that I'm going to shut down.
Good.
Just shut down, go to the spa. I spent like 5 or 6 hours there.
That's awesome.
Easy. Yeah. And just nourished my body and mind. And it was fantastic.
Good. I'm glad you did it. The reason I was asking also about all the posts was, and again, it was, I thought it was pretty cool. At first I thought it was just people that were fans of yours or you posted something, but I realized that's not what happened. There are pages dedicated to celebrities in the 80s and 90s, and it was sincere. And I thought it was great that the way they wished you a happy birthday on the ones I saw, and also the pictures they chose, I thought were great. I thought they chose great pictures of you.
I have to go look. I have to go spend more time. Yeah, there's a couple on Instagram and they just post about me and I love them. They're so sweet. I met one of them recently at a convention, which was so fantastic. So shout out. Sweetest guy, nicest guy. And yeah, they post really, and it's fun for me because I would have maybe forgotten about some things like that they post, like it brings back memories or it's pictures I haven't seen before, or it takes me back to a time. And I appreciate that because I wouldn't go there or think about those things if they weren't doing that for me. So it's really, it's great in so many ways.
That's awesome.
So if you're listening, yeah, I love it and I appreciate it. And it does something for me in my heart and in my soul.
That's awesome. Here's the difference of you and me, by the way, is that it's your birthday and you get that. Yesterday, I get a picture sent to me from the Fresno airport, and it's my picture on the wall in the airport with like 8 other people saying these people can't say enough good things about our dental business. And it's a picture of me. I've never been a dentist in Fresno. I've never been to Fresno in my life. They took a picture of me off the internet and stuck it on the wall and used me as someone that basically promotes their business.
Well, that's illegal.
It's illegal. Yeah, I believe it or not, I've sued over this before, and it was kind of disappointing. And I was like, how does this happen to me? Like, this isn't cool at all. And then I go on Instagram and I'm seeing Nicole just have the time of her life. It's so sad. It's so sad.
That's so funny. Oh my God. I wonder if that was random or if they knew who you were and they wanted to use your picture. Like,
it was an older radio promo picture that I took probably 10 years ago. And they kind of distorted my face a little bit, my hair a little bit. But I go, this is me. I have the shirt still. I still own that shirt, that I'm wearing. It was ridiculous. Looked like they just, I don't know where the hell they got the picture, like off the internet. I have no idea how they grabbed it, but someone said, hey, guess what? I saw you in the Fresno airport on the wall. And I was like, never been to Fresno in my life.
So it was actually like an advert.
It was an ad.
Oh my gosh, like hanging on the wall in the airport.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'll send it to you. I have it on my phone. Yeah.
Wait, did you obviously you said you contacted them or?
No, I did not. I just got this yesterday.
Oh, just yesterday.
Yeah.
They owe you some money.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had this happen before on another thing where I went and got the mail and it was promoting a doctor's office. And this guy says great things. And sure enough, it's me, but it came to my house and it came to everyone else's house too. It was one of those flyers, those junk mail things you get.
Yeah.
And it just happened. Yeah. It's
And
happened before.
did you contacted them
I had
and
to
got reimbursed?
threaten a lawsuit to stop it. Pay me or either pay me or basically cease and desist. Yeah.
Well, I think it should be both. I think
Yeah.
pay me
It should
for
be.
what you sent out and
No
then knock
kidding.
it off unless you're gonna pay me
Yeah.
some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoa.
Yeah. I'm just saying we're living two different lives. Two different lives.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Nothing
very
cool like that
different.
happens to me. Yes.
Well,
That's
nobody would I guess you look like the bill of health.
I guess
Take
so.
it as a compliment. You've got
Yeah.
great teeth and you are healthy.
Great teeth. Can't see. I refuse to wear my glasses in front of a camera. Can't see.
Well, yeah, it is a bit of a compliment, I
That is funny.
suppose.
So okay, I got to ask you the birthday question. I was asking my friends this question as well. If you didn't know your age, how old would you feel?
30.
Good. That's cool.
Those at 30, I loved my 30s a lot. I loved my 30s, but I love the inside of me
Yeah.
in my 50s. I loved both in my 30s, but I love the inside of me more now. I still had insecurities and fears and stuff in my 30s. But like as far as my spirit and my energy and like
Yeah.
what I enjoy and how I think, I'm still kind of a kid. I need to grow up. Sometimes I'm like, Nicole, like grow up. You are a 50 something year old woman. But I just can't help it. And I just don't think I should change. I know that there's some people who like when they get someone said to me, and this is where I'm going to go with this. Someone had said to me, we were talking and my age came up and she goes, "Oh, you don't dress like you're 50." And I was like 52 at the time or something like that. You don't dress like you're 52. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? So I was like, I dress like a kid. Like what does that mean? And I think people feel that way. Like, I don't know if men feel that way, but I think a lot of women fall into this, like, you have to dress a certain way or certain things are off limits for women of a certain age.
Yeah.
And that is a bunch of bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
that is what a
I'm with
bunch
you.
of horse shit, right? Like, no, wear whatever the hell you want and
Couldn't
do
agree more.
whatever you want. Yeah.
Do you think your daughter keeps you young? Meaning the way you think also?
No, a lot of times she makes me feel old because the lingo and a lot of the things I'm like, oh my gosh. And the insecurities that they have, I'm like, oh, one day you're going to look back and be like, why?
Yeah.
So a lot of times it makes me feel older because like she came in with a funny hairdo this morning and she goes, look, and I said, oh, you look very preppy. And I go, but preppy in my world, not preppy in your world, because there was a moment she was going through this thing they were calling a look preppy. And I was like, that is not what preppy is. You can't just take the word and change it. You
Yeah.
guys, like you as a whole, they keep taking names and like labels and changing it and making it. And she goes, that's over. People don't do that anymore. She's like, preppy's back to what it really is. And I was like, well, thank God, because you all looked stupid and it was driving me crazy because that look was not preppy. You can't, you just can't change it.
Yes. Yeah, you would know
what it is, and it's a
Yeah.
thing, and you don't. Yeah, you don't get to go change that. That's too confusing. So sometimes I have to like catch up. And sometimes some of her text responses, they're all these like just letters and you have to figure out like what they
Well, the
stand
acronyms.
for. Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't do it a whole lot, but sometimes and I'm like, oh no, gosh. And it takes me a minute. So I feel a little bit older.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. That one for sure. But I always thought being around my kids and as far as like coaching and stuff, that I think at least I kind of know what they talk about. I don't jump into their conversations, meaning that the kids that I coach, but I learn a lot as far as what's going on,
Yeah.
and a lot of times I'm like, this is so damn dumb, but I never say that out loud. Out loud, I'm sure, our parents thought we were crazy. We did stupid stuff too, and stuff that wasn't important, that at the time is extremely important to them. But
I know sometimes I slip and I'm like, that's so stupid. Like, that's so dumb. Stop it. Sometimes, but I have to catch myself and be like, one day, and change it to one day you're going to look back and you're going to realize. But yeah, some of it is like, what are you talking about? Like, stop it. I don't know what is going on here. And also like with the fashion and trying to fit in. And she asked me this morning, should I wear this shirt? And then she changed it, or this shirt. And I said, it's the same thing. She goes, no, these two t-shirts, one was a t-shirt and one was a tank top. And she goes, no, the cuts are very different. I go, but the vibe, the energy, the look, it's the same. It doesn't matter. So wear the one you have on so you don't have to bother go changing it again, because it's the same thing. You all wear the same exact outfit. They all have a shirt on that's a little short and big baggy pants and really comfortable shoes. You all look exactly the same. And like the women, and then you get into the women in their later 20s and 30s, and they all look the same. They all have workout, like leggings on, a short puffy jacket, long straight hair, and a baseball hat. And you all look the same. You all have the same lip injections and fillers, and you're way too young to have any of it. And it's like this uniform. And yeah, they all just look exactly the same. It's like,
at least she asked you.
Beige like that. What?
At least she asked you. I mean, it's great that she even asked and said, hey, what do you think? I mean, imagine if you gave a sincere opinion and she just went opposite. Okay. And then just put on the opposite. Then
that's
be
usually
the biggest F you going.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. It's like, yeah. Or if I pick one, that she goes and changes it entirely. But so, yeah. And I'll say that a lot. I don't know why you even asked me. Like, what is the point?
Good deal. I'm glad you had a great day. That's awesome that you had a good day.
I really did. I made it my mission to just turn off and leave all my problems where they are and just, be with myself. But I have a product alert.
Good.
This is a fun one. It is a box of goodies that you get. I've never done that before, where you get like the monthly or bi-monthly box of products.
Okay.
This is all Korean stuff. It's called Seoul Beauty, SEOUL, soulbeauty.com. And you can do monthly or bi-monthly. And the cost, let me, I want to get all the information right here. So if you do it monthly, it's $69 a box, or you can prepay for 3 boxes, and then it brings it down to $59 a month. There's like no plastic. It's all like paper and cardboard. It's free shipping, completely free shipping. You can skip months and cancel at any time. Only clean ingredients. You are for sure getting a box of stuff that is good for you, so you don't have to do your homework and all of that. There's no animal testing, and it's all full-size products, because I've heard that a lot of these companies, you get this box and it's full of like tiny little sample sizes. And we don't love that. It's full sizes, and it's like a full routine. It's and this one came with 4 full-size products, and they are one of them is a cleansing balm, which I love. I am, especially with my older skin, I think it's great for everybody. And it comes with a hyaluronic essence like toner, or that you put on, deep collagen, which I love because I like do a roller. I like poke holes in my skin. I also have a little hand one when I want to go really deep. But sometimes it leaves marks, and I make holes all over my face, and then you put the collagen, or you put like really good product, so it really soaks in. And then the other one was a skin barrier calming lotion. So it's a full step-by-step full treatment, full routine in one box. Again, just really, really great products. And that all the packaging is paper, and I love it. I absolutely am obsessed. And I love that you can skip months or just do every other month, because sometimes it takes a while. It takes me a little while to go through the products, and then I get something new, and then I end up with all these like half-used products. So I've taken it upon myself that I'm going to use all of the product, or I toss it and then move to the next one, because I just don't have the room for it. But again, Seoul Beauty box, so good, so good. So shout out to them. And if you're interested in doing something like that, takes all the guesswork out, go give it a shot.
Good deal. Dude,
Yeah.
curious, did you get a chance to watch on your birthday? It sounds crazy. Did you get a chance to watch the first reunion of Salt Lake?
I did. Keegan and I went out to like a really nice dinner. We got steaks and oysters and cream spinach, and I had a espresso martini.
You did.
I did. I was like,
Wow.
I have to. It was so good.
It is good, right?
Oh, and this one, I think this one was like especially good. I could tell that like other ones are not going to live up to the one I had. And Keegan goes, "Well, they didn't put the 3 beans on top. There was just like powder. There was," and I was like, "I don't care. This looks amazing." And it was. So we had such a good time and laughed and just had a really great time at dinner. And I came home, fell asleep for a bit, and then woke up, and I was like, the reunion. But I need to watch it again because I was like kind of going in and out. I was tired. Yeah. But there's so much good programming right now. And I also watched what's the Sir Vanderpump?
Yes.
Oh my God, I think I'm giving up on this one.
Okay. I'm glad you're saying that. If you give up on it, I can give up on it. I can't stand anybody in the cast. I hate the show. And I have it on the DVR ready to go to watch last night's episode. And I hate the show. And I'm like, if Nicole says she quits, I'll quit. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. I have to say, I don't love the show. I'm not invested in the characters. I don't mean this like this is horrible and so out of character for me to say, but I don't find any of them hot.
Yeah.
Venus, I want to see more of Venus. I want Venus to get on a different show that I like and that I want to watch. I think that he's so out of place on that show. And the guys are just, they bug me. They make me angry. These are young men that I'm upset that they cast some of the way that these men act.
Yeah.
And treat women. I don't think that they're not endearing at all.
I am with you 100% in what you just said. I don't think
full of themselves. And I have to say, the one guy, and God bless him, he pulled himself out of a dark place. He was like a drug addict. He moved to LA and really is pursuing being an actor and a producer. And he got like a short film made, which we got to see a little clip of it. He's just such a bad actor. It's just like the acting is so bad. And maybe he should stick to producing because he got that done, and like, good for you. Like you did, you got that accomplished. That's not easy to do. So maybe that's where he should focus. And who am I to tell somebody to give up on their dream? That's just so terrible, but I don't want to watch it.
No, good. I'm done. I find myself irritated with Lisa Vanderpump for putting her name on this. And
she probably doesn't know, right? Like she trusts casting to do their job, and then she knows they're all going to be a pain in the ass in some way, and we do tune in for that. But I mean, I'm feeling like these are just not good people. Like something about them is like, I don't know.
I'm with you. So the Salt Lake City reunion, what I want is obviously Lisa's my least favorite on the show now. And I want her to see the show and see what people see. And she's never going to see what people see. She's never going to admit she's at fault. She's always, with so much defense of herself, and it just wears me out. And I thought, the way it was starting, that, hey, this is going to be good. Andy kind of bothers me a little bit. That I think Andy number one, he can't let the girls talk at the same time. It gets old. Like, dude, we're trying to hear, and you have 2-3 girls talking at the exact same time over each other. And I just think he does a terrible job of policing. I don't want to say he half-asses that he's been doing this too long, that his effort's not there, but it's kind of weak. I was disappointed in him as the host moderator.
Interesting. Well, he can't really control them. So that's I think he gets really frustrated. I mean, I think we see too in a clip that he gets up and walks out like he's had it. I think that Lisa and Meredith are just not, Oh, these are not good people.
No, no. Frustrating. I always give credit to someone when they're upset and they're getting angry with someone on the other side when they don't raise the voice and they can stay calm. Bronwyn does that. And I'm like, it's pretty good. Usually when people get upset, they just try and speak over someone just louder. And she plays it pretty cool. But yeah, not a Lisa fan. I'm looking forward to the next 2 episodes. There's a lot of things that need to be addressed in the show. But I was looking forward to seeing this reunion for sure.
Yeah, they are really. I hope. Wouldn't it be amazing if they could watch it back and learn from it? I feel like Bronwyn is really evolving. It's like I love everybody on that cast except Lisa and Meredith. Like they're really, and the whole tag teaming thing that was just so on the money. And they sit there and go, "We don't do that. We stand for ourselves." And they're sitting there whispering and talking for each other, and it's frustrating. It's annoying. It's blatant like ignorance to their behavior from them, and I can't. I have no tolerance for it. Like I can't stand it. You know what I watched? Have you seen Begonia?
No, I haven't.
Oh man.
No.
It's really good. If anybody, I wonder if anybody else has seen it. Have you seen Marty Supreme?
I have not. You got to let me know.
I want to go see it this weekend. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
I highly recommend Begonia. It's definitely, a little bit out there, but love it. I definitely want to see Marty Supreme. I'm hearing great things. I love the PR campaign that they're doing for that. It's just so outside of the box and creative and just, I don't know. I love that stuff. It's entertaining, instead of just your trailers and your commercials and your merchandise being thrown in your face. They're really creative about it, and I love it. So yeah, good stuff out there to watch. Do we have mailbag?
Yeah, let's get to the mailbag. Again, if you want to ask Nicole a question, all you have to do is go to the website, perfectlytwistedpod.com, and the mailbag's at the top of the screen. And we have questions from Jenna today. Okay, and was written in December. As I said, we're getting to these.
Sorry, it's Jenna. Who is the person?
Jenna.
Okay, all right, let's go, Jenna.
So, Nicole, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
I love Elf. It just literally makes me giggle through the whole thing. I had it on this Christmas and I was like doing laundry and walking around the house because, I don't have to sit and watch it. And my daughter even said, "God, you really love this movie, don't you?" Because I just am giggling, walking around doing my laundry, laughing, and it just puts me in a really good mood. I absolutely love that movie.
I do too. I'm a big fan of the movie. Nicole, do you have a favorite movie quote?
No, because I have no memory to remember.
Oh, that's funny.
I guess it would be "What's a happening, hot stuff."
You can't go wrong from 16 Candles. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. But it's weird because I don't want to say it with that accent because that's offensive to people, I can't imitate him.
Yes.
So it's sort of I hesitate on that one, but so that was my rendition. That was my interpretation without
got it.
offending anybody.
Nicole, would you rather be outside when it's 90 degrees or 50 degrees?
Wow, that's interesting. It depends what I'm doing, right? I mean, if I'm by the pool or at the beach, I like the 90s. 50s is okay if I'm snowboarding or walking around New York City and I'm bundled and dressed properly. Then I do love the cold.
Yeah.
I can't really, choose, but I guess I would lean. That's why I live in California. I would lean to the 90 degrees.
Lead to the 90s. I do like the weather, the way it feels right now. I do like, as we're doing the show, it's in January. I like the little bit of a chill, then it warms up. You kind of get a little bit of both. This week's going to be, for us, it's going to be great weather. But, I walked this morning and it was 51 degrees. It was a little cold, and
well, it was 80 here yesterday. It was 80. I was in a tank top and shorts. And it was but it had just been really cold. And then it's warm. But you're right. It does cool off a bit in the evening. And it's nice because, you get a bit of both. But you have to dress for it. Like the other day, I forgot a sweater and I was out past, when that sun starts to go down at 3 or 4, it is no longer 77. It is, it cools off quickly. this time of year, which is lovely, but you have to be prepared for it.
Next question, Nicole, how would you describe your parenting style?
Ugh. It's something that I think is evolving and changing, and I really am trying to be more thoughtful because I really, when I had my first child, I was so young, and I just I guess my main thought is you just really got to love them because you're going to mess up. You're going to mess up and you can't be perfect. And, there's going to be things you do right and things you do wrong. But at the end of the day, if you just truly love and come from a place of love and understanding, I think it's a good place to start. I'm sure my youngest would tell you all the ways I messed up. And, I was very much learning and growing up alongside her. So, I do things differently, but I try to be as much of, you know, I like to be cool. If you're behaving well and your grades are up and you're a good person, and I think both of them, they are good people, then I'm going to be more lenient and
Yeah.
let you do things. Like my daughter asked me this morning, she got invited to like a birthday party thing on Sunday, or they're going to Mountain High, and, can she go? And now there's, two parts to this. I know the snow is just shit there right now. Mountain High is not ever really great to begin with. The ticket is $160.
Wow.
And she's got a bad foot. She's still healing from surgery and this break. So it's like, I said, I don't want her to miss out on the experience because really I'm going to pay $160 for her to go and hang out with her friends and take her a little road trip and go up into the mountains. And I think that that's really why I'm saying yes to it. But, and I have to trust her that she's not going to push her. If she gets up there and it doesn't feel good, which it's not gonna. It's not going to feel good. And the snow is going to be crap. And, I looked at the live cam and I'm like, I see dirt. So there's all these things, but I think a lot of parents would say no to that.
Yeah. It's, I'm with you. The better they behave, the more you give them, the more they're doing the right thing, the more you give them on that part, know?
Yeah. I want her to live. I want her to go up there and go, oh yeah, that sucked. And if she spends the whole day in the warming hut, because her foot hurts and the snow's crap. I mean, it's an experience. And I really love to give them experience. Just like last night, I took her to fine dining and she was my date. And we went to, and I want her to experience all of the things.
Exactly.
So, it's about that. And, money is money is tight for me, but it's like, if it's an experience and you're going to learn and you're going to grow, it's worth it.
I'm with you on that too.
Yeah.
Last question from Jenna. Nicole, do you like self-deprecating humor?
Yes, I do it all the time. You have to be able to laugh at yourself. If you don't, I can't stand people that can't laugh at themselves, and it makes me so uncomfortable.
I'm with you. I think it's a sign of intelligence, as I always say. If you can go with that style of humor, I always think you got a leg up on the average person.
Yeah. Okay. Because I always wonder, like, what is that you can't laugh at yourself? It's so uptight and makes me feel like I really have to watch. I'm walking on eggshells around people like that. And I can't because I might crack a joke at you too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? God, don't trip and fall down because I am gonna be laughing. Yeah. And I don't believe in laughing at people. You laugh with people, but I think some people would take it that way. And I think it's an insecurity. I think it shows a very glaring, maybe narcissist or maybe very insecure. And it's a red flag.
Agree. I do. I agree. Jenna, appreciate the questions right there. Again, perfectlytwistedpod.com. Go to the mailbag at the top of the screen and we'll get your questions on the show.
Thanks, Jenna. Yeah, those are good questions. The ladies come in with all the good questions.
There you go.
Love it. Well, thank you. And we will catch you next time.